put my tongue up on the things I wanna say. Tell me why I feel so close but far away.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're jumping right into the tutorial. I'm moisturizing my face with the e.l.f. Holy Hydration face cream. I've been on such a e.l.f. kick lately. I've just been loving every product that they have. So next I'm going to use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Deep Cinnamon. This concealer is their matte concealer, which I love using for the base of my eyeshadow. I have a little bit of extra skin on my eyelids, so anytime I use a hydrating concealer and then try to set it, I still end up with creases. But I found this little trick that using the matte concealer actually helps to avoid those creases. So ever since I've been using it, like, my eyeshadow has been so smooth. I only use 3 eyeshadow brushes, which makes it super easy to recreate. So this first brush that I'm gonna go in with is the Morphe M573. This palette that I'm using is the Warrior 2 by Juvias Place. I'm going to go in with the caramel brown color of the palette, which is the first color. I am not going to try to pronounce any of these names because I know I'm going to butcher it. So I'm taking this caramel color and I'm using it in the crease as a transition color. I'm bringing it all the way from the inner corner of my eye all the way to the outer corner and blowing it out. Next, I'm going in with that beautiful chocolate brown that's right next to the caramel, and I am going to layer it on top of that first color using the Morphe 503 brush. With this shade, I want to deepen up the inner crease, and then I'm going to start to bring it onto the eyelid so we can start to create that ombre effect on the lid. Now to cut the crease, I'm going to be using my Plouise base in the color Rumour 0. I have so many of these Plouise bases and they're so good at pulling out the pigment in the eyeshadow palette, so I definitely am going to start using them more often. To cut the crease, I usually just use the shape of the actual brush and I go in a stamping motion. If you don't normally do cut creases, it is a little bit of a learning curve. Definitely some tricks out there that will help you learn how to create a cut crease. Now for the last color, I'm going in with the white shade in the palette, and I'm just using a small brush to pack it on. This is the Morphe M508 brush, and I'm using the same motions to just pack it in. Most white eyeshadows that I come across are usually have a kind of chalky consistency to it. I don't know why, but using your eyeshadow brush to just pack it in instead of swiping gives you a lot more payoff. I'm going to pick up that caramel color again to start blending out the chocolate brown into the white. You can see how by cutting the crease, it made such a harsh line into the brown shade. So using that caramel will help blend everything out and give like a seamless transition. I'm going in with the chocolate brown again one last time, but this time I'm only going to pick up a little bit of the shadow onto the brush. So I'm just using that dark brown to make sure that I get rid of any of the harsh lines between the brown and the caramel. I'm just picking up this brown glittery shade from the Juvia's Place Culture palette, and I'm just using my finger to pick up the glitter and lightly tap it on. The camera's not picking it up too well, but it is very beautiful. You don't have to use this exact shimmer, or if you want to keep the makeup look more matte, you can skip this step.
Baby, why is you call? Now you teasing over FaceTime. Girl, you know this is the wrong time. Told you I'm just trying to get mine.
The eyeliner that I'm using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Eyeliner, and I've used this eyeliner so much that the packaging cracked in half. It has a felt tip, which I'm not really a fan of, but whatever material that they use for this eyeliner, it has not bent, it has not skipped, so this is definitely a winner in my book. For primer, I'm using the Milk Hydro Grip Face Primer. This has been my go-to. I literally have not used anything else since I bought it. At one point in my life, I was not using any primer, so this has made a huge difference in my makeup routine. For foundation, I'm going in with the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation. And this is another one that I added to my collection and I've been in love with. It just gives such a kind of natural look to the skin, and I feel like it's not too heavy either, and it's been super easy to blend in with all my other products.
But you can't really relate. You just like to yeah, you like to flip the script on me.
For concealer, I'm using the Born This Way concealer in Chestnut. This color is like a hit or miss for me. I think I need to try another one, but this was the first concealer from their collection that I actually bought. I love the consistency. It's not runny, it's not too thick, but the applicator is a little too big for my liking. To do around my mouth and like forehead and stuff, it's pretty good, but I would much rather use a brush to get under the eye and do the nose contour. To blend out my concealer, I'm using the brushes from Real Techniques. I believe these are actually listed as eyeshadow brushes, but I even had another one and they just work so well for blending under the eye. It's just the unique shapes that they use to create these brushes. So if I find the link, I will link it down below in the description box. I believe it is a set, but I could be wrong. For my contour shade, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Bronzer, but this is a cool shade. I was like freaking out a little bit because I felt like it was so dark that it was blending in with my sideburn. You have to go in very light with this bronzer. I wouldn't even consider this a bronzer just because how cool toned it is. I usually like my bronzers to have more of a reddish undertone, but I'm going in very lightly just to finish off that blend. And then if it's still too dark, I'll just use the leftover product from my concealer just to go over it and tone it down a little bit.
You in your place, you know I try my best to tame it. Over the days of reciprocation, the risk I'm taking with you. Can't put my tongue up on the things I wanna say. Tell me why I feel so close but far away. Tell me you get me but you can't really relate. You just like to play. Yeah, you like to flip the script on me. Why you acting like you're not gon' be? Up past 3, we release everything.
Crib alone zesty, plenty girls text me. Fucked a couple hoes in Miami, it's getting messy. Girl, excuse my language, yeah you look dangerous. I could tell you play, it's okay, I'm on that same.
To blend my highlight and my contour, I'm going in with the Juvias Place Magic Concealer in the shade number 7. I couldn't get a shot to show you guys the exact product because all of the labeling is completely gone from me using it so much. But I found that this is the best way to blend both of your highlight and contour together, especially if you went a little too heavy on the contour like I just did. Now that I'm all blended, I'm taking my favorite setting and baking powder from Huda Beauty in the color Cinnamon Bun. This always snatches my under eye. And I'm just using it on all the places that I applied concealer. And for me, I prefer to use the powder puff. I just feel like I get a much more even application. I'm going in with my Juvias Place bronzer in dark just to set all the places that I went in with the cream concealer.
You know I put you in your place. You know I try my best to tame it. Over the days of reciprocation, the risk I'm taking with you. Can't put my tongue up on the things I wanna say. Tell me why I feel so close but far away. Tell me you get me but you can't really relate. You just like to play. Yeah, you like to flip the script on me.
Now I'm going in with my NYX Vivid Matte Eyeliner. When I first bought this, I wasn't really a fan, but now I absolutely love it, especially to like take it off or you make mistakes. It comes off so easily. Then I'm going in with the NYX Epic Wear Eyeliner in white to go under the eyes. And then I got this liquid eyeliner from Glam Vice in the color Skate Date. And I'm just taking that on a detailed brush and I'm going right under the wing that I made with the black eyeliner.
That shit when I drop by. Really text that bitch, I should reply. She be acting bold.
For my lip combo, I'm using the KVD Beauty lip liner in the color Crucifix. This is definitely a go-to for me. It's so hard to find like dark brown lip liners that actually show up and do what you need it to do. But this formula is so creamy. I definitely will buy more. And then I'm going in with the Beauty Bakery lipstick. This is a matte lipstick. It's very matte. Even when I put my lips together, it's a little bit sticky, but this is the color Churl I Need, which I thought was so cute. That's all for today's makeup look. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like to see more tutorials like this, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment so we can chat. I'll see you guys next time.